And we're live.
Show must go on. Queen. All right. Hello, everyone. In a sec.
Hi,
Hello,
everyone.
everyone. No
We are
one.
waiting to see who shows up. Let's see. Say hello and leave a comment. You
I
can say that
typed
better.
it in the
Hello.
chat box. Oh,
There we
hello,
go.
Myas. How are you, Shelly?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. It's been a long time.
I know. I haven't seen you in forever, Rosa.
I know, like 10 minutes, was it?
Yeah.
Less, I think.
I don't know what I'm doing without
Probably
you.
8.
God.
All right. Hello, viewer.
Hi. As they close everything. They can see me.
You people. Okay. We're desperate. All right.
Yes.
So
I'm
I'm excited about
losing my
this
mental
focus
capacity.
today. Hmm?
Me too. Me too. Hi, Valeria. I might have to sneeze because my nose is itchy. Hi, Valeria. Hi,
Hello,
Giuseppe from Trieste.
Valeria. I'm Giuseppe. Nice to see you.
Nice to see both of you. Do you like art, guys? Do you like contemporary art?
We have a focus on art today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, contemporary art. You know, some would even debate whether it is art or not.
I know. That argument, though, is kind of once you sell something for that much
Outdated.
money, yeah,
It's definitely art.
yeah, like
I
over
reckon so
100,000,
too.
I think it can be considered art.
I mean, okay, maybe we should include our students. We're talking about Banksy.
Yes.
So, to lift the mystery here. And Banksy is a graffiti artist. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. If you haven't, just quickly Google Banksy, and it will come up. Just as while we wait for more people to join us,
Yeah.
just check out Banksy because, well, you'll see. He's a graffiti artist, and I think the most, what would you call it, spectacular detail about him is that nobody knows who he is. There's ideas about who he might be, but nobody is sure. So
Right. What about the police
the
in Venice?
reason,
Do you think they know? The
sorry,
police in Venice who stopped him?
did they?
Do you think they know? Yeah, so one of his most recent works was in Venice, and he was stopped by the police. Meanwhile, the city is like, no, that was Banksy.
Really? Oh
He
my
was stopped.
goodness,
They
I
made
didn't
him stop.
know.
Yeah. And they have to check identification, so someone knows.
Oh, what? Some
Hi.
recent news then.
hmm
I'm not sure what I'm. Unzu,
Oh yeah. Tell us your name.
unzaun, that, that's, yeah. Tell us your name. So, the thing is, people, it's an It's a very controversial, debated topic whether graffiti should be considered art or not. What's your opinion, guys? What do you think?
Yeah. Answer
Is
in the
graffiti
comments.
art or is it not? I agree with both sides. Now, if I have a Banksy on a wall, fine. If I have those squiggly signatures, tags they call them,
Hmm.
then that's just ridiculous and it doesn't make any sense.
Right. It's marking
But
territory like a dog. But that's
yeah,
a whole other source
very,
of an
very
argument.
nicely put, Shelley.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it is
But
elitist as an
some of
argument.
the
So,
mm, I'm talking about, just the squiggly line ones. Some of the other ones with, colors and images and characters, those are amazing. And especially if
yeah.
they're made in, gray industrial abandoned areas, why not? Make the place
Yeah.
more colorful. I totally agree with that.
Me too. It makes things better, I think.
So,
Like my neighborhood is full of
I
murals and
really went
paintings on
to,
everything, and it's
yeah,
nice.
I went to Como just before the break,
Hmm.
and the ride out there on the train isn't pretty, but all along these big, industrial walls, there's these amazing graffiti and murals, and they just, it's at least something pleasant to look at. Keith Haring. Ooh, who's Keith Haring?
He did, how do I explain it? He did a lot of stick figures in the night, not stick figures, but like in the 90s, he was very famous. He was an AIDS activist, um, and you would recognize it immediately. He did a lot of like very human sorts of like, the
Got
crosswalk
it.
sign? That
Yes,
guy.
I got it. I just
It's like, click
quickly
that, that's
researched
art.
Google. All right,
Yeah.
I know the ones you mean.
Yeah, Keith Haring is, if you can get into a room with Keith Haring art and only Keith Haring art, it's great. It definitely makes you think about
Yeah,
life though,
yeah.
because some of it is very disturbing.
Any other good names? This is
Yeah,
it.
other graffiti artists, maybe other contemporary.
Jared, other amazing graffiti artist. He's based in Naples. Is Jared, and he does portraits, but they look so realistic, and you just amazed at how much detail and depth he goes into with just with spray paint. It's amazing.
Ooh, oh yeah, I bet you know this artwork, Radiant Baby.
Radiant Baby by Harry.
It's
Not
on a lot
sure.
of t-shirts from the 90s. It's like the little
Hmm.
human that he does. It's a baby, but then it's got the lines of light, and then
Uh-huh. Nice, very good. All right, so let's focus, shall we?
yeah.
So Banksy, and that's the other one.
Oh yeah.
It was on the news uh, fairly recently, so maybe a year, and
Yeah,
Banksy
it
was
was
on the
very
news
recently.
because he became very famous, and so everybody started buying his art. And one of his paintings got sold at auction for over £1 million. And the moment it got sold, the painting just fell through the frame and shredded to bits. and he just destroyed his work of art as a
He
statement.
made it
What a genius,
he
man.
made it more valuable. Yeah. Unfortunately, that what he did is make it way more valuable.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
whoever bought that is going to resell it for a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true, actually. All right, so in this
Crazy.
focus activity, we have street art, positive and negative reactions to artists discussing until now, more or less.
So have you
So,
guys ever heard of Banksy?
yeah, I was
Tell us.
about to say, do our viewers know this artist?
I'll go ahead and read.
All right, so, yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so,
So
do you want to
Banksy
read or
began,
should I?
I'll read. Banksy began as a freehand artist in 1990 to 1994. By 2000, he had turned to the art of stenciling after realizing how much less time it took to complete a piece. He soon became widely renowned for his artworks around Bristol and London. Banksy's stencils feature striking and humorous images, occasionally combined with slogans. The message is usually anti war, anti capitalist, or anti establishment. The identity of the figure of Banksy has always been a mystery, but there have been numerous rumors and theories. His art draws much criticism and controversy, but this shadow figure street artist has become famous worldwide.
All right, very good. So I've got some words here: anti-war, anti-capitalist establishment. Hello,
Yeah. Hi,
Filippo.
Filippo.
Okay, so does anybody have any on well, the meaning or the vocabulary?
Mhm.
And
Yes,
um,
feel free to ask us in the comments.
so, what do you think? Anti-war, anti-establishment. What do you think this means, and how do you think Banksy, as an artist, is able to deliver this message through his graffiti or his
Oh, that's a
stencils?
complicated question. Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, maybe.
But no,
All
tell us
right. Hi,
the
Fulvia.
answer. Hi, Fulvia. In the comments, tell us what you think. How is Banksy able to show his anti-war, anti-capitalist, or anti-establishment? Or feel free to be like, I don't know what are you guys talking about? If there's any words you don't understand. Yeah, I'd love to learn like where his works are in Italy. So let's see. There are a lot, apparently.
Well, so we had a Banksy outside our school.
Really?
Yeah. And
Had?
then they decided to redecorate they painted over
No.
it. I know.
No.
Our boss, Janet, was
No.
so mad. She said, "What have they done?"
No. What have
I
they
know,
done?
like how do you do something like that? How do you paint over it? Oh my goodness.
Right.
But at the beginning, so much of his art was lost because they would just come along and just
Just paint
delete
over it.
everything he'd done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or wash it, power wash. It's
Oh
off.
God.
From Nevada, very good. Hi.
Right. And I guess that might be
All
an
right.
anti-establishment part of his art. don't you think? Like the fact that it's so easily destroyed by people means you can't sell it, means you can't treasure it in the same way that art might be treasured in a museum.
Yeah, I mean, he's actually made of of graffiti, just actually representing this with people actually removing the graffiti. So that was part of the graffiti of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, he comments on so many of our social issues, modern issues. I remember he at once I want to say obsessed with cameras and CCTV and how we're always under surveillance. And
Mm-hmm.
he would design vandalized surveillance cameras, or just in front of some CCTVs just write the words "What are you looking at?" sort of thing. One of his
Oh,
famous
that
ones is the vandalized phone box. Have you seen that one?
I have not seen that one. Like, there's so many of his works that I know I've
Yeah.
seen and I've taken pictures of, and then I look back and I'm like, oh, that was Banksy. It's just,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. And here is on the wall between. Oh, seems like I'm very slow.
Well,
Can you hear
oh
me,
no,
Shelly?
I can hear you. Sometimes it'll break up. Sorry about that, Giuseppe.
Hmm.
Let us know.
Bear with us.
Try, yeah, your video quality is on lower. Oh, mute your mic and come back. Sometimes that helps me. It doesn't feel like it should work, but it
With
does.
me.
Yeah. And Rose, okay,
Should this?
maybe
I'm
better
back.
or
I
worse.
try to go in and out. Maybe that would help. All right. I'm sorry, Giuseppe. I'm not sure why my internet. I guess I only have 3 out of 5 um bars of internet.
Oh
Hmm.
no.
Yeah. Sorry about that. All right. Hopefully it stays okay. But yeah, and the last thing I was saying is he also did a lot of graffiti on the Palestinian wall between Palestine and Iran.
Yeah.
Houston, right? Yeah, and he did this on there as well, just to give hope and underline and they are yeah most of them are very ironic. So he's a very ironic artist
Yes.
as well. There's a girl holding a balloon away, and that's on the wall in Palestine. Or there's
Yes.
another one where it looks as if the wall is broken, and then you can see onto a trench sort of view through the wall. Or I think there was one with a ladder, something like that. Anyway,
Yeah,
all right.
I'd like to see
So
some
I
of
think
these.
we
Yeah.
should probably.
Let's move forward.
I had a book about Banksy, so that's why this is all just things I remember
Oh,
from the
that's great.
book. So this is a really, really classic Banksy, but one of the most famous. I wonder if our students know where it is, if
Ah,
they've ever seen this. What do you think about this piece, and what do you think it's about? What is the meaning behind it? So I'll just wait
yes.
for a few moments.
Made cleaning up. I'm searching for it because I don't know either.
Graffiti.
Is
So
it?
it represents a maid
Mm-hmm.
sweeping under a carpet. Is that an I
Yes, it
wonder.
is an idiom. To sweep it under the carpet or to
To
sweep it
sweep,
under the rug is the idiom.
yeah. Mm.
Typing. Yeah, to sweep under the rug means
Meaning,
to hide something
hide or
dirty. You
ignore
use it to hide the
something,
dirt.
yeah?
Yes. Yeah, that's true. Hide or ignore, and it's usually a secret, like in your family, or sometimes a business will cover something up. We call that. We would say that they swept it under the rug and tried to pretend the dirt never existed.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm looking it up. So apparently, she's this painting is based on a hotel maid that Banksy met in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
However, it looks like it might be in, where is it? I can't tell. In the
It's in
UK somewhere.
Camden Town in London.
Yeah. Oh, that's Banksy
Yeah,
explained the meaning of the
and the
picture.
meaning behind it. Sorry?
Oh, no, go ahead. Go ahead. Found a quote.
No, I mean it's oh we got a no.
No, that's me. Leanne is the name.
Yeah, yeah, I was wondering. All right, so that it's so he once explained it as being about leaders sweeping issues of AIDS in Africa under the carpet.
Ah, yeah,
So it's specifically related to that one event, one issue, but uh, yeah, I mean it could be translated to many different situations, I imagine.
yes. Status buffed. Does that mean that it doesn't exist anymore? They've painted over it?
So yeah, it's been destroyed.
Hmm. Ah, but yes, it survives, which I think is fascinating. A fascinating part of his art, that it's, even though it's not permanent, like a painting in a museum, we still have the pictures of it. We still know the meaning, and we're still talking about it, which I think that's cool.
Yeah. Hmm. And also possible at this time.
Yes.
All right, so I don't see any comments coming in.
Oh, shall we move to
Um,
the next slide?
yeah, I think so. We've got a few to cover anyway, so Banksy and negative criticism. So not an artist in an authentic way. As an artist, Banksy stops existing when there's no news about him. Right now, he is in a he is a story once again because a mural by him, street art and graffiti are no longer allowed to describe his pricey works. Removed from a wall and put up for auction. Next week, the story will be forgotten, and so will Banksy. Until next time, he blind. So, ooh, some comments coming in. All right, so Giuseppe
Delightful.
says, critiques our society, tells the truth about our bad behaviors. We try to hide evidence. Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Critiques. Yeah, critique. Very good.
So it critiques.
And Filippo
Oh,
says,
goodness. Yeah.
once I read that it represents the Western world dealing with global modern problems, pollution, war, etc. So yeah, as we were saying, it could be related to many different issues. I read that it represents. So careful with the S, but good.
Yeah.
Really nice. Thank you for your comments, guys. Very good. In this, well, the negative criticism, this is just, I think it's a newspaper or magazine sort of article.
Mm-hmm.
It's a headline,
Right.
a newspaper article.
Well, here's the
So,
question that I have for the writer is, well, then, if Banksy is not an artist, if the news does not pay attention to him, then how do they think that art becomes popular or famous in any way? Like,
mm,
there are many artists who never become famous in their lives, but the ones who are considered, or a lot of people who make art, but they're just considered crafters or hobbyists until the art piece sells.
mm.
And until someone wants to buy it, then
Yeah, I mean, as you can see at the top of the page, it says negative criticism. I think this is a very negative
it's a negative view,
review,
but I
and
don't think they fully capture the negativity that can be shown in the art world in general. Um, in
mm,
terms of like, there's not a lot of artists of color. There's not a lot of female artists that are in museums. There's like one or two that you see everywhere, and
mm,
that's it. There should be more.
mm.
But the that Banksy enters into this because he's a graffiti artist and that he's made the news somehow for being controversial. Uh, I think he's established in the art world, and I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna have a lot of people hating me for saying that. He's part of it.
No, I don't think so. I think he's mostly seen as you and I see him. I think most people respect what he does, and well, the message behind it anyway. Maybe not how he does it, but
Yeah, maybe not how.
that's part. I mean, he's an artist with a bit of showmanship.
Right. He makes his they're playful. They're fun to look at. If his drawings were just gruesome or just representative of him as a person, I would not like them as much.
Well, that's what we were saying. There's a lot of irony in it, so
Yeah.
and I think that's what really talks to people. All right, so I think we can move on from this one. That was just really there to, but
Oh, this one's funny.
all right, the next one is really, really funny. So
Now tell me about this
I
one.
mean, this painting, I love how he incorporated stain that was
Mhm.
oral, and then sort of took it from there and next to it. Um,
That is funny.
stain was already uh,
Probably.
uh, yeah, he does
I'm
he
not
does
seeing a
do
lot on the definition
that.
or like what it might mean, but it is funny.
Um, so
It's
guys
very
at
funny.
home, yeah, our students, our viewers watching at home, what do you think about her? How would you describe it? Do you know where it is? And what effect do you think it has on people that are walking past the street and see that? And especially, the character of the drawing.
Yes.
Uh,
What's it called? They're called beefeaters.
well,
Right?
from that alone, you can probably imagine where it is. You can probably imagine where that is.
Yeah. What are
Representing
they?
one of
What,
the
yeah.
huh?
No, what is the word for royal guard? Beefeaters, right?
Is it? I have no
I have no
idea.
clue. Well, royal guard. So it's just a royal guard, but because I don't know. I
I
heard a
don't
word
know.
and
Have
associated
they
it, but I don't
referred
know if
to as
it's correct.
features? It could be. I'm
Yes.
not sure.
Tell us in the comments if you know anything about the Royal Guard and why this would be controversial. It is funny. I'm sure there's a broader political statement, but when I see it, my surface value is just that the Guard is very famous for the fact that they cannot speak, they cannot move if they are in service to the crown. They do nothing but serve the crown. They can't do anything but march, basically. You have a
Yeah,
question?
exactly. Yes, Giuseppe agrees. It's very funny, but I don't know where it is. Maybe near Buckingham Palace. Yeah, somewhere, without a doubt.
Yes.
I'm not sure exactly where, but it is in London. And yeah, I know of another one that's similar to this. It's not the it's two police officers kissing. So that kind of, you'd be you turn a corner and you quite I guess.
Yes. I do think those are excellent. Here, I can show that one.
Got it. Of the police
Yes.
officers.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah. So I don't know. It reminds me in sense of it. They, as if you're walking down the street, they would both give you a sort of fun,
Yeah, some sort of
unexpected surprise.
yeah. And I'm not sure if all of these actually they
Giuseppe
could all
still can't
actually be.
hear me.
Oh no.
Should I try
Uh,
leave and enter again?
yeah, try that. I'll keep going.
Or I might, all right, so this is a little bit unprofessional. I might move room and be closer to the router.
Ah,
Hopefully that
oh,
helps.
we're going on a field
All
trip,
right,
right?
guys, you're coming on a field trip with me, exactly. Adventure.
It's an adventure into another room. Um, a field trip, by the way, is a school trip. That is what we call them, field trips. Thank you for letting us know, Giuseppe. So
All
we have
right,
some beautiful
so
Banksy art. I'm just looking at the search results. So not all of them are Banksy, but a good portion.
okay, so I've got a
Let's.
kettle and stuff on my table. All right, so hopefully the internet's a bit better in this room. So hopefully Giuseppe doesn't have troubles.
I can hear you better.
You
Can you hear me
can.
better?
All right,
Oh,
good.
much
So that
better. Yes.
that might be.
Have you seen any Banksy pieces here in Italy?
I have never, no, I've never seen any Banksy art. I would really like to, but I haven't seen it. And even the one that was next to our school, I never got a chance to see it.
Well, let's see if I can find it. Graffiti
I
Milano.
mean, that's what they were saying in school. It was a Banksy, but
It might have
it
been
might
anyone.
not have been.
Right. It might have been any graffiti artist because there's very many who do what he does.
Well, yeah, and a lot of people, just copying
Hmm.
the idea.
Right. And just generally a lot of people who are very talented graffiti artists in their own right. And Italy
Yeah.
has quite a number. Like, have you heard of the guy who, when people tag, that's yay! Thank you, Giuseppe. So when people
Good.
tag buildings with fascist or racist slogans and symbols. There's a man who makes them into food.
Oh yes, I've seen a video of
Yeah.
that.
Okay. He was on the internet and he went
I think he's
viral.
from Parma, isn't he?
I think so too. I know he's from the north, but I don't remember where.
Yeah, I remember seeing a video about that somewhere. But yeah,
Yeah, let me go back to the slides now.
no worries.
There we go. Thank you for sticking
Okay, so
around.
all right, we have yet another. So this one, the next.
The next one after this?
No, this one, yes.
Mm.
So this one is one of those that I was talking about earlier, where he, put into question all of the surveillance system and our privacy in general.
Mm-hmm.
So as you can see here, what's the image of? It's
a
so
robot
is it
holding a
an
little girl.
ATM?
Is it an ATM? It looks like part ATM, part robot arm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, so I see. I thought that was a CCTV. It's not. It's an ATM. And I wonder if our students, if Giuseppe, can describe what's happening in the picture, and Filippo, if they can see what's happening in the picture and what they think the meaning is of this.
Oh, Filippo does know about Banksy in Italy, that he infiltrated the Venice Biennale a few months ago.
Very good.
Yeah,
What did he do?
I
I'm
know.
curious.
I think that was when they arrested him.
Oh. Oh, is it? Ah, well,
Yeah, it
it's
was not
possible.
long ago. Yeah, I guess that is an ATM. I'm trying to see. It looks more sinister than that.
Uh-huh.
There's that weird robot claw. Well, it has something to do with money, doesn't it?
So I'm reading a description. It says it's on the wall in Clerkenwell, London.
Hmm.
So I'm not sure, but I think Clerkenwell is probably something like a shopping center or shopping mall. And the image represents a cash machine
Hmm.
grabbing, taking a hold of a young girl. And it's called cash machine grab.
Oh,
So, um, yeah, I mean, to put a cash machine grabbing a young child on the side of a shopping mall,
hmm, that's pretty.
that's a pretty strong statement, if you ask me.
I'd say yes.
I mean, not only are you commenting on capitalism and money and things, but you're also statement about how young you are when this sort of environment starts grabbing you and bringing you in.
Yeah.
Giuseppe, maybe it could represent people being controlled by technologies as well. Yes, it would.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good interpretation. I think that could also be um, another way of thinking about it.
Right. It looks like the girl is about not trying to fight it, but angry. Don't you think? Like she's not going willingly.
She seems sort of rigid. She seems very tense.
Like, why did you pick me up, you stupid
Or
robot?
fighting. Maybe she's in a fighting mode. Ready to punch it in the face. It looks, yeah, she has clenched fists, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm moving to the next. So a positive reaction about Banksy.
All right.
I'll read.
So, do you want to go?
Yeah, sure. A typical Banksy work is clever but blunt, political but ironic, realistic but somehow still whimsical. Banksy's entire anonymous career might be the greatest act of marketing the art world has ever seen. Banksy's projects have come to be cherished as emblems of creativity and beauty. His work always leaves plenty of room for debate. Banksy's murals are designed to disrupt people from their daily routines, to make them stop and notice something, to see things differently.
All right, so this is more positive, as we were saying. And a couple of words here. Blunt, whimsical, cherished. I wonder if our students have any questions on these words.
Yes.
Blunt, yes, whimsical, exactly. So whimsical, how can we describe whimsical, Shelly?
Whimsical it's fun.
Something light, quite light.
Yeah, it's lighthearted, it's playful.
Yeah.
So whimsical.
Fun, playful. Yeah. Cherish, to cherish something means to treasure something, right?
Yes. And blunt means forthright, which, how do you explain that? Direct.
Blunt is to be direct, yes. Blunt means direct.
It also means not sharp.
It also, yes.
Like a blunt knife won't cut anything.
I'm thinking a blunt is something else as well, though.
There's another definition, but we're
Yes.
professional.
You guys can research it on Urban Dictionary if you like.
Or just a regular dictionary, that's fine.
Or diction. Yeah. Would it come up on there? Yeah,
Yeah, Urban
probably.
Dictionary is more fun.
Oh my god, I laugh so much when I start reading Urban Dictionary. Just it has me in tears.
Yes.
All right. I
That
think
would be a
not much
lovely
else to
subject.
say about this. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Mhm. It's very positive. It's what we said in the negative slide. Like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah. So,
This
all
is
right. So let's have
whimsical,
a look
okay?
at let's have a look at the next one because this one's a very famous one.
This one.
So this one here is called Flower. Oh, wait, did we skip one?
Oh, we did. We did. Let me go back. I thought you wanted to skip that one. Okay.
No.
There we
Oh,
go.
sorry, because I had mine on top. This one's called the flower thrower. So this is one of the ones that's no, the opposite of sharp, Filippo.
Not sharp. Blunt is the opposite. A knife that is blunt will not cut
Like
anything.
a butter knife is blunt. And a steak knife is sharp.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is one of the ones that's in Palestine on the Palestinian wall.
I was going to ask it. You would not put this in the middle of a city that did not have a lot of
And so, yeah, I
issues,
think the meaning behind this one is probably someone trying to, instead of throwing, a Molotov or something, um, they're throwing a bunch of flour, a bit like flower power movement sort of
Yeah.
idea behind this one, I think.
Right.
Mm.
Kind of empowering in that way. I mean, and a nice way of retelling that same story of the flower power movement.
Yeah.
So, flower power was an anti-war movement in the US in the 60s, maybe globally.
Mm. Well, you say in Italian we say figli dei fiori. That we had the same.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, so this one's basically someone throwing a flower hand grenade.
Yeah.
But yeah, not much else to say about
It's pretty.
this one. I mean, without going into a whole lot of other things. I wonder if you guys want to add anything, then you're always free to.
Yeah.
This one is one of my favorites. I love this one. I think it's so funny.
So, where is it?
Okay, this piece of street art was stenciled onto a wall, and it's quite comical. A man is hanging out of the window, attempting to conceal himself. There's another man in a suit leaning out of the window, perhaps the husband of the semi naked woman searching for something he suspects the obvious.
Okay. I don't know about the any statements of it, but this is from Google. It's called Well Hung Lover, also Naked Man Hanging from Window, and simply Naked Man. It is a mural by the anonymous street artist Banksy on a wall in Frogmore Street, Bristol, England.
Mm.
Cool.
Oh, Antonio. And the last man on earth who will still buy flowers to women.
Ah.
That's sweet. For women. But yeah, good.
I want to know what building is it hanging over? Like, what is it? What is it over? Let's
Yeah,
see.
I'm not sure.
Okay. So, oh wow, in 2009, vandals fired blue paintballs at this image and defaced it.
Oh, that's sad. Why would you do that?
Yeah, but
Hmm.
it was vandalized again in 2018 when someone sprayed rude graffiti tags on the wall. So
Oh.
it's still there, but it's been defaced.
Mm. Defaced. That's a nice.
That's a good word, isn't it?
Yeah. Defaced. So vandalized.
Oh, that is a sexual health clinic.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Ha! Banksy did it again.
Right.
What a man. What a genius, though. He's just, yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're pretty much at the end
Yes, we
of
are. So
all our yeah,
thank you for sticking it through.
all of our paintings.
Hmm.
Yes, it is, Filippo. Blunt is the opposite of sharp,
Yes,
exactly.
exactly. It also means forthright. If you speak in a blunt manner, you say exactly what you're thinking.
Yeah. So
So
you're someone that's very direct, that always speaks their mind. I guess
yeah,
Banksy is blunt in some ways, He really puts into discussion some things that people might not, and he does it in a very ironic and blunt way.
yeah, it's very
Such as
apparent.
the guard, peeing on the wall,
Yeah,
decorating the wall, should I say? I'm not sure. Can I say pee on YouTube?
yeah.
All right. So thank you very much for your time, your comments, everyone.
Thank you,
I
everyone.
really enjoyed this lesson.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Filippo, thank you.
Bye, guys. Thank you very
Bye.
much. See you soon. Have a good week and take care.